Welcome to, I guess, what is actually the January 13th PACE meeting. However, today is obviously not January 13th, January 27th today. First, I want to thank everybody for your patience, but we definitely have a quorum tonight. And by the way, we'd like to welcome a new member to the PACE committee, that being Mr. Ray Black, representing Jefferson County. With that, let's stand and open the meeting with Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And we'll open with a quick roll call.
Champ Clausen.
Jim Bartlett.
Laura Lawson.
Ray Black.
Kara Fox is not with us this evening, but again, we do have a quorum. Our first piece of business tonight is to elect a new committee chairman for the coming year. And I would like to nominate Champ Clausen for that position.
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
And any opposed? Okay. All right, so before I hand it over to Champ, since I am used to it, I'll go over the process here. Everybody has turned in a application describing their project, and we'll have you all come up and describe your project to us. We'll have some questions that aren't necessarily covered by the application. During the course of that, we have a score sheet, and so every project gets scored. There is a minimum score to qualify for a PACE grant, and I believe that the minimum score for all of these projects is 36. After we score the projects, we'll turn those score sheets in, and they'll be averaged to get the average score for the given project. Those projects that have a qualifying score can then be recommended to the Board of Public Works by this committee. This committee does not actually approve the grants. We make a recommendation to the Board of Public Works, and at their next meeting, they will take that recommendation under advisement and vote on it. And frankly, they almost always vote in favor of our recommendation. You all do not need to be at that Board of Public Works meeting. You're welcome to be at it. It is a public meeting and you're welcome to attend, but you're not required to be there. After that meeting, anybody whose grant application is approved by the Board of Public Works will be notified by City Hall. And at that point, you're clear to go ahead and get started on the project. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand the meeting over to Champ as the new chairman.
Thank you, Jim. We'll go ahead and, there's no other new business, right? Okay, we'll go ahead and continue on with the meeting. First, we have 926 West Main Street. Is anybody here to represent them? Okay, we'll put them to the side, come back to them in case they come. We have a phone call.
Sakula speaking.
Greg Bryan here at the City of Madison. How are you?
Fine, Brian. How are you?
Good. You are up next here at the PACE grant meeting. So
Okay.
we'll let Chance get going here, and go ahead, buddy.
This is for the property of 111 East 4th Street, correct?
Correct.
All right, sir, what would you like to say?
Well, as you may have already noticed, we have started our project there at 111 East 4th Street. The intent of our project is to rehabilitate the exterior shell of the Cosby Custer House. That will include repairing original siding on the front part of the house, replacing in kind as necessary. We are adding a 2-story back addition to the building, which is now under roof with a new asphalt shingle roof. We'll incorporate divided light wooden windows that were salvaged that will be incorporated into the new addition. We are also refurbishing the existing multi-light windows that were on the front facade of the building, and those will be put back into place. The exterior of the building will be primed and painted once the weather allows that in the spring. And our goal is we've done structural stabilization of the original building, which included sill replacement. We've done some framing repairs, floor joist repairs in the original house. The new addition is on a new concrete block foundation that will ultimately be parge coated to give it kind of a stucco look. We are planning to incorporate a 1-story small porch on the east side rear addition of the building. There will also be a small entry porch on the back side with sufficient outdoor space remaining to allow a future owner to install a garage if they desire to do so, but there would be room at least in the back for some off-street parking. I'm glad to answer any questions that you might have.
Board, do we have any questions?
No, and just as a word of clarification, this is a project that was actually approved last year, so this is actually an update on the plans for that project.
We should probably tell the public as well, this particular house is the one that's right down here by the, where the ambulance now parks. Great historic.
That's correct,
facility.
right on the alley.
Right. Great historic facility, and looking excited. Looking forward to that project being finished.
Well, we appreciate the consideration and the opportunity to partner with the city on this important, significant project for Black heritage there in Madison.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Greg.
Okay, thank you, Brian. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Okay. Moving forward to 1063 West Main Street. Is there anybody there?
I am.
Okay. If you would mind coming up to the podium, give your name, address, please.
My name is John Schuring. I live at 1063 West Main Street, and I guess you can see in what I've submitted what I intend to do, but I'm glad to recap that in some
Please.
fashion for you. Essentially, I purchased the house in the first part of the year 2004, I believe. Prior to me acquiring that property, someone had placed vinyl siding over the whole, it's a single-story frame house, and somebody has put vinyl siding on the house prior to me acquiring it. And also sometime prior to me acquiring it, 5 of the, I think, 11 or so windows were replaced with single pane 1/1 windows on the old part of the house. And my intention is to remove that siding, and there's some deteriorated wood siding underneath that I want to take off and put new wood siding, or what they refer to as LP siding, which is a wood siding, back in place of that vinyl siding, and replace those 5 single pane windows with, I think there are 4/4 similar peering windows, similar in appearance to the original ones, but they will be a double pane sashes in those. And that's my hope. to get approval to do that.
And this is going to stay your residence?
Yes, yes, it's my primary residence.
Board, or is there any questions?
I don't.
So the house is on Main Street. Does it sit on an alley?
No, it sits at the corner of Madison Street and Main Street. It's right across, there's a church across the street. I don't remember what the name of that
Yeah.
current.
So it
name
is right there on the corner.
Yes, that's correct.
That's across from West Madison Church, correct?
There's a church there. I'm not sure of the name nowadays. I think it changed, but David Leland is the pastor down
West
there.
Madison.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's directly across the street.
Any other questions?
I'm good.
No, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, is there somebody here to represent 200 Ferry Street? Hello, sir. If you please give your name and address.
My name's Bob Vonch. I'm here representing my daughter. She lives at 200 Ferry Street, and we're wanting to replace the windows she's got in there. Most of them are wood. Some of them are cracked. Some of them don't even open. Some of them she's got to use a stick to hold them up. And we went and got a test, had a lead test. It's got lead paint on it. We're just wanting to replace them.
With what you're replacing it's gone to the historic board of Paul and all that?
Yes, it has. I gave pictures and everything.
This is
Right, I
Ferry
saw the
Street.
pictures. Board, are there any questions?
No, sir.
Um,
No.
How long this is her residence?
Yes, she's lived there probably 5 years now.
Okay.
I just mainly want to get rid of that lead paint. That's where they painted it. And of course, the windows don't work, so her being younger, it's kind of hard for her to open the windows.
And that property, of course, it's on the street. Is it on an alley?
No.
Okay.
It's right there at 200 Ferry Street, kind of kitty corner from Key West Shrimp House.
Okay.
Any other questions from the board?
I don't think so.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Was that a
No, it's her primary.
okay.
Is there someone here to represent 6118 Mulberry Street?
This is a
Just so.
Hi, I'm Rick LaCour, and we're just trying to stabilize and restore a historic structure in the carriage house, and with the intent of making it into an apartment for long-term rental.
Could you describe in better detail what all that consists of?
Redoing all the brickwork, replacing all windows and doors, and that's as far as the exterior is concerned, but trying to put it back to where it once was, although the windows and openings are not original to the building.
Okay. And the materials used, as I've asked before, I'll ask of you too, the materials used have all been approved?
As far as I know.
Okay. Board, do you have any
Why aren't
questions?
there any interior pictures?
Do you not take any interior pictures?
No.
For Pace, do we need interior pictures?
Well,
I
the
thought
only
we-
reason I'm asking is because you're saying that it's dilapidated and it's condemned, so from the outside.
I do
it's
not
just-
do condemned.
Well,
All I do
you're
is
saying
unsafe.
Unsafe. You're saying that it's unsafe.
That is correct.
There's nothing on the inside.
There's some brickwork at on the holding up the flooring on the second floor that needs to be replaced. There's some unsafe spots on that flooring in the second floor.
Brian, is that what you were referring to as unsafe?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. And that's,
And we do have pictures, we just didn't bring them because I thought Pace was mainly on the exterior. But we can always provide those if you guys need them. I apologize.
I think it would be good, because if you're saying that the building is.
Unsafe.
Yeah, unsafe, then we can't determine that by just seeing outside pictures.
Okay, if the board needs that from here on out, I will definitely
Thank you.
give you any interior pictures you need. I've inspected this a couple times and definitely is dilapidated. It's been vacant for a long time. Appreciate you taking on the effort and fixing this place up for us.
I think it'll be nice. I think it'll be very nice.
Absolutely,
I've got,
yes.
some good help behind me here, so.
and for clarification, Brian, the reason why let's say that the internal was just immaculate. The reason why it's being declared unsafe, from what we know and see, is the brickwork on the outside.
Correct. You can see that definitely from the outside.
I see
But
one
you can see it
side.
more from the
You
inside
can see
as
the
well.
cracks there on the east side.
We have no lintels over our windows.
Yeah.
Everything's
All that's gonna have to be replaced.
absolutely, yep.
Which
So that's-
what,
How long has
That's
it been
what-
vacant?
Oh, my gosh, I don't have any idea. A long time.
Okay,
But it's not a house anyway, it's a
right,
carriage house.
it's a
so-
carriage house.
Correct.
Probably, there's probably been some changes inside, over time for whatever uses that was used for after being a carriage house. But the earliest we can find it on a map in Madison is in 1854. What do you call those maps? It's on that map, so it's older than 1854, so
Do you own that whole lot?
we
Because I
did.
guess the house was originally,
Yeah, it sits
torn
on
down.
the back of the lot coming off of Mulberry.
yeah, I couldn't get back in there because of the snow, but
Yeah.
I saw it.
It's bordered by two alleys, and then Mulberry on the east side.
and the purpose is going to be, when the project's finished, is going to be what?
It's going to be an apartment.
Rental residential?
Yes, it'll be residential apartment. 2 bedrooms, our plans are 2 bedrooms, bath and a half, and open lower floor.
And you don't know how long the property's been vacant?
Haven't a clue.
Okay.
Ron?
Has a dirt floor.
Rick, you've only owned this property for what, about a year?
About a year. Yeah, I'm excited to be part of the rally tour at one point. That'd be fun, or so.
Like I said, once again, we appreciate you taking on the project, and we definitely need more housing in
Yeah.
Madison, so.
I appreciate the help, guys, and you guys have been good to work with, so thanks.
Thank you.
Do we have a representative for 835 West 3rd Street?
Good evening.
Hello. Please
Uh,
give your name
sure.
and address.
My name is Scott Brewer. I live at 7131 West Chicken Run Road in Madison. I'm actually here to represent WFG Properties, also owned by Rick Grody. He has submitted an application to you guys. I'm sure you've had the time to look it over. So basically, I'm just here if you guys have any questions.
New window.
We have looked it over.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean that the public has.
Sure.
So for the benefit of the public, would you please tell us your?
Sure. What they're looking to do is replace 4 windows in the dwelling that have actually not just the windows themselves, but the actual wood cladding around the window is starting to rot and deteriorate. So he's starting to stop that before it does any structural damage to the property. So he's looking to replace the frames themselves and then also the double hung windows. The windows will be replaced with a historical approved by the board window, which would be a wood window with aluminum clad. And then the frame itself will be painted to match the cladding of the window.
And were those, you said 4,
Correct.
were those on one particular side or just all around, or?
They're all on different spots. I'm sorry, don't have that exact
I
information.
think there's one facing the street, one window, door and window.
I believe there is one, yes, correct. As far as where the other ones, on which walls they lay, I'm not familiar with that, I'm sorry.
Are those visible to the public?
The one on the street, I believe, is visible to the public. The one is, yes.
Board, do you have any questions?
No, sir. Got one facing the street there.
Okay.
This is a rental residential?
Correct, it's a residential rental property.
Any guesses how long Rick's owned that property?
I do not know that, sir, I'm sorry.
I looked it up, but couldn't, can't remember.
I think since 2017,
I was gonna say, I can
believe.
look up
I believe it was 2017 on the deed.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
She gonna check your math anyway.
Do we have a representative for 310 Broadway Street?
This sits in there. this garage portion of it.
If you would give your name and address, please.
Yes, Susie
Delivery
Hollinger,
space.
310 Broadway.
Okay, could you describe the project for us, please?
Yes, you probably know just from the time we've been working on that building, we've been working on it for about 7 years. And the only thing we really have left to do, we're wanting to put a rooftop terrace on top of the garage, but a structural engineer has told us that the foundation of the vintage window wall, which is the east side of the garage, is deteriorating because the city, on the multiple times it has laid the pavement, it now has a hump in the middle. So whenever rainwater comes down the alley, it settles against our building. So it has caused the foundation to rot underneath those windows, and you may be able to tell from the picture that many of the windows have been broken. So, but it doesn't do us any good to try to fix the windows until we get the foundation secure and solid, and we also can't put the rooftop terrace on until we get the foundation repaired. So that's when I reached out to Mike Ramosi right here, who's going to help us stabilize that foundation so that we can save that wall.
Okay, so the PACE money is to be used for,
Securing or tearing out the rotted foundation, which is wood, and replacing it with a cement block foundation so that this doesn't happen again. And then the city's going to help us lay some concrete on an angle away from the building so that that water no longer settles there.
water mitigation then? Okay.
So what's the building, what that part of it, that warehouse in the back, this part, what do you use that for currently?
It's a garage, it's a large garage, 2,600 square feet. Any of you that have toured the building know that I used to live in there in a little vintage camper while working on the building. Right now, it's used mostly for storage or for grandkids to watch their soccer game because they can yell and scream out there and nobody cares. So there's a loading dock out there that's also set up like a family room, and they like to hang out there.
So this is your residence?
The building is our residence, and then there's also 3 vacation rentals in there, as well as the garage. The garage is used for storage now that I'm not living out there.
Board, do you have more questions?
Oh, no, sir. Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I don't have any. Thank you.
Mike can answer any of the structural questions that you might have on his method of repairing that.
Is this visible just from the street?
It's visible from the alley.
Oh,
There's corrugated metal siding on the outside now. We'll be removing that in order to fix the wall, and then it will be put back on top of the cement block. So we'll be taking off, we're guessing maybe 2 or 3 cement block high where it's all rusted. We want to keep the vintage corrugated metal if we can and take off what's rusted at the bottom from the water. And so we'll take that off while we're working on the wall and then put it back on.
So you've actually got 2 or 3 things that you're addressing simultaneously. The water mitigation, then you're addressing the board, the wood that's now rotted, and securing that foundation.
Correct.
Okay.
The metal is just,
It's that aesthetic.
Right,
We'll
right,
keep that same
it's
aesthetic.
just to keep it still looking vintage.
right. I understand that. I was thinking, that is an important part, but I was thinking more in terms of the longevity of the major, siding is siding.
Right.
But the longevity is what is underneath it.
Right. So the city will be laying their concrete ramp, somewhat of a ramp, up against the concrete block. It wouldn't be able to get a tight seal against the corrugated metal. So they suggested that we use the concrete block on the bottom. That way we can get a tighter seal, and there'll also be a flashing under there as well. Is that right, Mike?
Basically, what's happening is you're going to put a sloped concrete away from the building. Instead of using a wood plate that's there that's rotted in some of the studs, we're going to put new concrete block up, 3 block high, and we're going to give you something to bump so you can, adjust the water to where it needs to go accordingly. Then we're just going to build back on top of the block.
All the materials have been approved that will be used, okay. Okay. I don't believe that they have any questions for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sir, representative for 319 Cragmont Street, please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name's Steve Martin. It's my wife Jane. We currently live in Nab, Indiana. This property is going to be used for our residence.
Okay. Welcome home.
It's a big project. There you can see as much daylight out of the foundation as you can see out of the windows. So we've been 4 months, I guess, just hauling garbage out.
Pictures.
So, been vacant for
Right there at the corner of Cragmont.
6, 7 years, I guess. Anyway, there's just really, there's nothing left to it. I mean, it may even be cheaper for us to tear it down and build a new one, I don't know, but it needs everything.
Okay, I know which one. I live right there.
Could you give me a better description of what work will be done other than just needing everything?
Well,
What are you looking for?
First thing we have to do is start with the foundation.
Okay.
There's 90% of the floor joists are completely rotted out of it. We're going to put new windows in it, it's going to have new doors, it's got to have a new HVAC system. Right. You name it, and it needs it, so.
Did the contractor give you a broken down bid?
Yes, ma'am, and
'Cause the only thing I saw in here was 98,000.
right, and it's all listed, it's all itemized. And that's just the construction on the place and the drywall and stuff and the insulation. We just got a bid on the HVAC system for another 12,000. We got to furnish all the bathroom stuff, the kitchen cabinets, everything else it needs inside. That's not even on that bid.
Oh, yeah, that house is a hot mess, just from the
So,
outside.
We're looking at least, and that's just an estimate from the contractor. He said it could be more, depends on how many floor joists that he has to replace. And you won't know until he gets in and starts tearing it out.
You didn't get to see it when we finally got all the garbage out of it, and it's nothing but, you can see the dirt in the floor. So we put wood down just so you can walk through it.
We're looking, besides whatever he is going to charge us, we're looking at another $60,000 to $75,000 to put into that house. So
How many square feet was that again?
1,100 square feet.
1,100, okay.
I think it's 1,128, I think that's what they say.
Well, it's got that little part that comes off on the side too, doesn't it?
It is, yes.
So you're going to maintain the structure the same way,
yes,
just go in and...
Right.
And I know that was rented, it's been empty maybe 2 years, 3
No,
years?
I don't think they had it rented. More
I would say 4 years, right at 3 or 4 years. Yeah, you're right, right in there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I know that even where people were living in it, it was like sketchy.
Really?
I want to thank the Martins again for taking on this project. This has been something Dewey and I have worked on for the last 3 years, and that you're taking this on and going to revitalize it means a lot to us. We sure appreciate it. Thank you.
How long do you all own the property?
We bought it in August.
Yeah.
July, August, yeah, I think it was August.
So a little less than a year then.
About 6 months.
Yeah, but we knew that it was on the radar, so if we bought it, we didn't want any trouble from anybody. So we decided that if we're gonna do something with it, we need to move fast, you know.
And you're right by the pizza place too, which is great.
Yeah, yeah,
Great location.
Yeah.
Horse Bakery, 2
Yeah.
different restaurants.
right.
This can be seen from the street only, correct?
I'm sorry.
The building can be seen from the street only?
Yes, that is correct, yes.
Board, do we have any other questions for the Martins?
My only question is, with everything you're doing, where do you start?
That's a
It was
good-
the Garbage, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah,
He
yeah.
said-
He's going,
he said
first thing he's going to
foundation.
just start tearing everything out first. And
We could
anyway,
do it.
then he'll know exactly for sure what he's got to do. Yeah, we're going to put a, what do you call it, a transom window over the door. We tore enough up, we tore enough of the stuff up where we originally had
There
one,
was
so.
one there, we did take the stuff off and they put wood up just to.
Yeah, so we're going to put that back on with a small
Original.
front awning, I guess you'd call it, I guess, wood awning. Yeah, where you don't have to
Did they
stand in
have
the rain, don't lock the
gingerbread
front
on the
door.
front?
Oh, I'd say
Yeah.
then it probably
Brian,
had
I
longer,
I
bigger
assume this
windows,
building
too.
does have has been deemed unsafe.
That is correct, yes. Absolutely. And for my last inspection, there was literally 2.5 feet of garbage through the whole entire house, up to the windowsills. It was, so once again, appreciate you guys taking this on.
You might not be too happy in the next 6 months, but
Well, we've paid enough money for the dump, I guess.
We've done it ourselves, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there a representative for 526 Jefferson Street? You
Good
still
evening, once
Scott
again.
Brewer?
Correct. Scott Brewer, 731 West Chicken Run Road. I'm here representing Mark Prickett and Extreme Wholesale and Home Improvement. We have recently purchased, as you know, 526 Jefferson Street. We're planning on doing a total rehab to that house. It's getting anywhere, foundational work that is actually being completed as we speak. It's getting all new floor joists in probably 75% of the first floor of that house. We are also updating and replacing all the electrical throughout that house. We will be replacing approximately 75% of the HVAC system in the house. And also, we will be replacing probably about 50% of the plumbing in the house.
like that.
So there's a lot of structural issues with the house, obviously, that we're addressing. There's some exterior structural parts of the house we'll be addressing. I don't know if you're familiar with the house too much.
But once again, could you elaborate on that?
Sure. On the south side wall of that house, the brick of the house is bowing out away from the house, so we'll be fixing that. That is not just an issue for the structural part of the house, it's also a little bit, maybe damage the house next to it if it was to come off, because the house is really close there.
Is that on the east side or
So,
the west
yeah,
side
we'll
of?
be doing a lot of work to that
the
house.
street?
We'll also be replacing doors and
That
windows
west
in the
side?
house. The front door, obviously, is historical to the place, so that front door will remain. It's in
trying to
good enough
picture
shape
it
that we
here.
can rehab that door, and, paint it and have it all look nice and pretty. Would like to replace the door that faces West Street there, and then also the door that's on the back of the house, which just is in the backyard itself. But they will be replaced with
That's
a
the
wood
west
door,
side,
so
or
it
east
looks
side.
all nice and
East
well
side.
Like an original?
Yeah, so it'll look more original, so.
I assume that property's been vacant for a bit.
I believe it's been vacant for at least 5 years or so. Last that known, I believe that house was known as the Jeff House.
Yeah,
You might know
it
it as
was-
that.
That is correct, and they moved up on the hill.
Sure,
Yeah,
correct.
absolutely, yeah.
So,
I'm sorry, and I may have missed it. What are you going to use the property for? What-
It's actually going to be, we're going to rehab it, and then we're going to be selling the house.
So-
It'll be put on the market for sale.
It's just visible from a street, not from an alley.
The back of the house is visible. There's a small alley that runs back behind there.
Okay.
Behind that. Also, there's, and it's visible from, obviously, West Street and then from Jefferson Street, the biggest part
And
there.
I'm trying to refresh my memory. Is that on the east side of, or west side of?
It's east.
Okay.
East.
Okay, I'm familiar with it.
And that's Jerry Lane, right? The alley?
Yes, that's
That's,
Jerry
okay,
Lane.
yeah,
Correct,
yeah.
yes.
Isn't that the one that's on the corner?
It is on the
Okay.
corner there, yes. So, and the whole house will be repainted inside and out, the exterior will be repainted. There was also at one time, somebody had replaced part of the brick, I believe, where obviously, since that wall was bowing out, I think somebody had already fell before, and they had to just put siding back on that part where the brick came off.
Mhm.
We'll be removing that and making that whole wall back to brick, so it looks back to the original, like it was before.
It's been vacant how many years?
I believe it's been at least 5 years it's been
Okay.
vacant.
And you're replacing the windows?
Correct. They will be replaced with a historical approved window. Right now, we're looking between a Pella window with a wood window with a aluminum clad, or a sun window, which I'm sure the board's probably familiar with. Glass Unlimited does a lot of the sun window replacements. So you guys should, I believe, are familiar with those. also.
All of the windows? Because there's quite a bit on that side.
Yeah, all the windows are going to be replaced. Same thing, some of the frames are going to have to be replaced also, just because they're
Right.
either structurally out of square by too far, to try to replace, or they're just too dilapidated that they just need to be replaced, so.
It's a huge building. I mean, it really is big.
Yeah, there are a few windows that we will eliminate because they were added on to the house later on, and they're actually, somebody replaced them with a vinyl window now, but they will be removed. And then there's one vinyl window there now, we would also replace with wood to put it back like it should.
Gotcha. Has it been deemed unsafe?
That is correct, yes, upon my inspection. And once again, sounding redundant here, but thank you and thank Mark for taking this on and taking a vacant and abandoned building and
Yeah.
bringing her back to life and making Madison beautiful. So we thank you so much.
Sure. It's a big project. We're willing to take it on. We're willing to do it. We did a house on Walnut Street. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with that, but that house turned out beautiful. Brought some nice people to town, so.
It's got some
We'll be
really
at-
nice features on the inside. I mean, it's going to be really pretty.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, when we're done, it'll be, so.
Well, if I recall correct, isn't that the house that one of the windows actually has another board that somebody put underneath it? That's what I thought.
Yeah, because I believe it's because they couldn't get it back down all the way, just to keep the water out, so they put that in there.
Yes,
So,
yes.
but- Yeah, it's a lot of work, like I said, but we're willing to bring it on and make it look good for the town, and also it brings another place for somebody to live in the town too, so.
Thank you very, are there any other questions from the board?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
thank you.
Did we say you could see it from the alley? I missed that one.
Yes, you can, but there's two streets.
Gotcha.
It sits
So it
right
sits
on the corner
corner.
of Jefferson, and I believe that's West Fourth or East
Right.
Fourth.
Yeah, East Fourth, and then like Jerry Lane, right? Interesting.
Jerry
So,
Lane
yeah.
runs behind it.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do we have a representative for 757 Jefferson Street?
Good evening, everyone.
Hello. could
My
you
name's
please-
Floyd Mathis. This is my fiancee, Judy.
Yes.
She's the talker in the bunch here.
Okay.
So, yes, so yeah, we've been a couple for many years now, and one thing we have in common is we absolutely respect and appreciate the quality and character of things from the past, including old homes. So, we decided he would sell his 2001 home on Boisherding and purchase this 757 North Jefferson Street home, which has been quite the fixer-upper. The people who owned it prior used it only as a rental, and they wanted to make money on it, but they did not want to reinvest in it.
It's a cute little place.
Anything they did was just extremely cosmetic and very, very superficial,
It's on
and was
the
not
other
done
side.
well. The
On
windows
hold.
were all painted shut completely.
Okay, now I'm
We had
with
to
you.
use knives just to get,
Yeah.
I think we have
Set 'em
3
up
of
low.
them
3 windows that'll open.
that will open now, but he lives there.
Oh, I
He's
think
lived there
that's
ever
my
since he
residence.
purchased it in 2022.
It's
It's his main residence, and someday it'll be our residence because we love historic downtown Madison. He's actually in the entertainment industry, He's had a band and it performed at Timeless Live several times. So we want to make downtown Madison, our place to be. We've each lived in or either in Madison, or close by for the past 30 years. I mean, he's lived there for 30 years. I've lived around here for 30 years. So we love Madison, and we want to make this our permanent home. And it already is his permanent home. But yeah, it's been quite the fixer-upper. It was so dilapidated. I mean, the furnace was sitting on the ground, on the actual ground.
The plenum had, the floor had rotted and the furnace and plenum and all was sitting on the ground, so I had to have a whole new furnace system put in it.
All new
Terry's
ducts.
did that.
All new electrical
All new-
lines.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
all new ducts and
And
lines.
we've actually just been putting money into it.
Had to have new floor put in the furnace room also.
Yeah, and all along, we've been putting money into it. So we've already put in over $15,000. And I've got a list of, you might not want to hear them all, but I mean, that's okay. But I do have a list of everything we've done. It's included new drywall from where everything fell, the drywall fell to. He actually had to put in a new kitchen floor. There was vinyl flooring in there. However, we chose to put in something that looked more like the original floor. So we're trying to keep as much of the original character as possible inside and outside. And, he replaced also the outside wooden panels on the back of the house were not sufficient for the rainwater
They were
coming off
rotted
the
from
hillside.
rainwater runoff,
Yeah.
so I replaced them with the concrete panels so they don't rot.
Yeah.
Did all that out there, but right now I want to replace all the windows. I've had approval from the Historical Society to replace all the windows, because one window in the kitchen that faces south downtown, I want it just to be wide open, so it opens up the kitchen, because it's a small room and it can get plenty of sunshine in and out of there. And all the rest of the windows are pretty much like the
Well,
ones
they're
that are
going
in
to be
it now.
exactly the same
Yeah.
as they were
And
before.
they're wooden,
Yes.
wooden inside and aluminum clad on the outside.
Yeah, and they're going to be double hung with the tops divided into the three sections, just like they were originally. So we're keeping all that original look there.
There's going to be a total of 9 windows, and then I'm going to do painting the outside of the house this summer, get that done, and I'm also wanting to build a larger deck, which has not been approved yet. We'll have to go in front of the historical board to get that
Yeah, it's going to be
approved.
proportionately the same, though.
It's going to be the same look and everything's just going to be larger.
Yes.
We're going to go from an 8 by 9 to a 12 by 12 deck.
And this deck was added on after the original house was built, about 10 years later, I think. I think that house was built around 1940, and the deck and utility room were added about 10 years later. So, and there's been some repair on the deck that was really insufficient, and so the steps are actually not safe. And the whole look and safety of the deck is not good. So it really needs replaced. So, yeah, we're wanting to just tear the whole thing down. We thought of just trying to kind of fix it, but we had someone come look at it. It's going to cost almost as much to fix it as it would be to replace it. And so that's what we're going to do. So it'll look really nice and also look more in line with the other houses on the street, which are very well maintained for the most part and very cute and adorable. So, yeah, we're just excited about the whole thing. We're also going to have a couple of, I think you said, storm doors.
Yeah, 2 new storm doors
Put on.
Yeah.
And the paint.
Front door and the back.
Yes, and the paint that they used on the outside of the house is actually, it was put on not very long ago, not too long before he purchased it in 2022. However, it's already really peeling super bad. And in fact, this past year, it's really exacerbated as far as looking very shoddy. So we're just going to do the entire thing. And we're going to keep the same trim, though, on the house and have the trim painted also. And, gosh, we're going to, the deck is going to be wooden. You know, we're not going to do anything different as far as anything composite or anything. We're going to keep the same original look to the deck with the wood. And, gosh, what else? No, but yeah, we've done a lot of work. We also had to have roofing done too, because there was a big, large limb that fell on the roof. So we had to have that, and we also, and that was soon after we moved in, and we also got all those trees trimmed up in back of the house. There's about a half an acre of woods behind the house, and it's on a hillside. Now, this house is extremely visible, not only from the road it's on, which is North Jefferson, but it's also extremely visible from State Highway 421.
When you're coming out of town,
Yes. When you're coming out of town,
looking up Jefferson Street.
yeah, you go
You can
past
see
the
it.
American Legion, and then there's that bridge on the next left turn. So it'll go west, but then it goes right back north again. So and then it's also on a hill. So that's why it's incredibly visible from the state highway. And we're just excited because we like this little house, and we've already done a lot to it. So it had also mice running through it when he first purchased it. So we had to do cabinetry work. However, we kept the old cabinets. We were not going to just replace them. It was tempting a little bit, but we decided to have them fixed. We wanted to keep that old original nature, and look. So we just had the inside of the cabinets, fixed and kind of redone. Kept the outside look just the same, kept the same cabinets and that kind of thing. So there's no mice anymore, and it's a cozy little house.
Yep.
We had all the furnace is amazing with it's all staying nice and cozy that way. So yeah, it's a good little house, and we're excited about it. So
Okay.
is there anything else though that I left out?
I think you got it all.
Well,
The
I'm
house was
trying to
empty
get
for about
the
9 months
question in
before I
there.
bought it, so
Yeah,
it needed.
the house was empty for about 9 months. This was a house that what we've heard was a little bit hard to sell. Not only were there a lot of parts to it that were dilapidated, but also sadly, the last renter that the previous owners had in there had passed away inside the home. So this has been a real project because there was a lot to do as far as clean up and just, getting things livable, like I said. So that was another thing. But we like challenges, so that's why we wanted to take this on, and yeah, so.
But I'm glad that you're passionate. That definitely shows through.
Yes, thank you.
I do have a couple of questions.
Okay,
You have a rehab grant that you've applied for. I've heard
we,
windows, and you're saying deck
yes.
would be the projects for the rehab grant? Is that-
Painting the outside of the
Okay.
house, yeah.
And doors.
And
Yeah,
doors,
two
yes, you
doors,
mentioned the
absolutely.
doors.
So the total project is going to come to $27,504 and almost $505. So over $27,500. But we have been saving money. So we have the money to do this, so. And we have the subcontractors lined up and such, so. And Glass Unlimited's going to be doing the windows. They do primo work, and the windows are going to be very top-notch windows, and we're not anything they said that needed repaired as far as the windows having some water damage on the outside frames and everything. They are going to replace as they were originally. I mean, they're going to make the same original look. So they're not going to, they're not going to do anything outlandish or different from what's there, but they may have to do.
Brian makes sure of that.
Yeah, but they're going to have to do a little bit of replacing from water damage and just this place not being maintained. But it's such a cute house, and there's so many wonderful people who live on that street. There's really good neighbors, and the lady across the street has lived there her entire life, and she's lived there for 72 years. She's 72 years old now. She owns the house now, but her parents owned it before her, and yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
we're just excited because we love everybody on that street, and yeah, we just want to get it finished up before he retires in about 5 years, and so we can make it both our homes instead of just his. And he's yeah, like I said, he's in a band, so we want to be really active in the downtown community.
Well, thank you.
Excellent.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
Have a
you
good evening.
guys.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go back. Is there somebody here for 926 West Main Street? No. Okay, at this point in time, Brenna is currently working on the averages for the properties. As Jim stated earlier, we will, this is the referral part. This is not the approval. That comes through the Board of Planning. And they're the ones that go ahead and take a look at this. Jim was also correct, as he always is, that you don't have to be there at that meeting. You can definitely be there. But Brenna will inform you how that process comes out. We close? Okay.
All right, so just as a reminder, the minimum score was 36 for all of these. So 1063 West Main is a 43.5. 200 Ferry Street is a 39.75. 611B Mulberry Street is a 34.75. 835 West 3rd is a 34.25. 310 Broadway is a 35. 319 Craigmont is a 41.5. 526 Jefferson is a 42.5. And 757 Jefferson is a 43.75.
So it looks 5 are above 36, correct? Okay.
I would move that we recommend to the Board of Public Works that those properties, those applications that meet the minimum score be approved by the Board of Public Works.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, seeing there are none, recommend those 5 to the Board of Public Works. With that, there is no other business, no old business, right? Okay, there is no other business to attend to. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any
Thank you,
opposed?
Board.
Thank you.